Hi Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your March 2020 love reading. This reading is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus. And if you are interested in a personal reading, all my information will be in the description box below so we can take an in-depth look into your love situation. Also, if you are interested in astrology, please go and check out my sister's channel, which is entitled Beyond Astro K. Again, I will leave the link in the description box below. Apologies also, Sagittarius, for the delay of the video. Okay, so I just wanted to say that. But let's get cracking on with your reading and let's take a look at what may have occurred for you in the past, Sagittarius. Okay, so the first card we have is the Death card. Now, this is speaking to me of an ending of some sort. There was an ending of a way of being. There was an ending of a relationship. I'm feeling strongly that there was a ending of a relationship between yourself and another person. Now, some of you may be born on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, but I feel strongly that there was a departure in a relationship. Maybe your partner at the time left the relationship, or maybe you left the relationship. I'm getting a sense that there was children within this connection. Maybe some of you have children with a Scorpio individual, or you know, are a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, and you left a family, or someone left the family, like the father left the family or the mother left the family. Someone went through a transformation which led to the unfortunate ending of this. Now, for some of you, there could have been a situation where someone snuck out of the home. You may have went to sleep, and then when you woke up the next day, the person had left the family home, is what I'm getting. This may have led to a lot of emotional pain, anguish, confusion, disappointment, because you may have felt that you was going to grow old with this individual. For some of you, it could have been a spouse, is what I'm getting. But it was a sudden change. For some of you, it was a gradual change. You knew that this situation was coming. But for others of you, it may have happened in a very sneaky way. Someone may have snuck out. Or for some of you, I'm getting a sense that within an existing relationship, your partner may have changed from a way of being. So maybe this person was very mature, maybe this person was very, was like the ideal partner, was the ideal husband, the ideal wife, but they went through some sort of transformation whereby, they started to act younger than their age, is what I'm picking up. And it was almost like you couldn't recognize this person anymore. You wanted things to go back to the way they used to be, but unfortunately, this person had transformed into someone else, is what I'm getting, okay? Let's take a look at what's happening in the present. So we have the Knight of Rods. This is your energy. I feel like you want to salvage this connection, Sagittarius. For some of you, you want to go back to this person, or you want to go back to the way things used to be. You want to inject some sort of passion within the relationship once again. Now, I'm picking up for some of you, because I feel like I'm speaking to about 4 different groups of you here, that maybe in your relationship there was an ending of passion. If you're in an existing connection, there was an ending of passion, and you and your partner may have been with each other for a long time, and you may have felt that that side of the relationship was non-existent. And I feel like in the now, for those of you that I'm connecting with, you want to ignite that passion once again with the Knight of Rods. For others of you, I feel a strong sense that you want to go back to this past person. You want to resurrect a relationship again. Now, you may have been the one that had left the relationship, and you're sensing that, there's some sort of urgency around, I need to get back to him, I need to get back to her, I need to reconcile, I need to find him, I need to find her. Some of you are not in connection with this person. You don't know where this person lives, right? There's no way of you getting into communication with this person, but there's an urgency of, I need to get back to. I also feel for some of you that although a situation has ended, right, there's an energy here of you and this person, you know, still connecting physically. So it's you're not together, but you may still be sleeping with each other, is what I'm getting. And you could be in the energies now of getting ready to see this person or planning some sort of trip. Someone's planning a trip here. Someone wants to head back to someone else because there is a high level of sexual attraction towards the other person. But at the same time, if it's you that is thinking about connecting with this person that you've broken up with, I'm getting a sense that you don't want anything serious. You may not want to stay. For others of you, this person could be in this energy of they don't want anything serious. They may want to come and go. They don't want to stay either. And for others of you, this is an energy of we need to ignite some sort of excitement back in our relationship. Maybe we need to take a trip with each other. For some of you, I'm getting a sense that this person wants to bring out the devil in you, or you want to bring out the devil in this other person. You may have planned over the phone to meet up, to have some sort of weekend away, romantic trip away, but there's no indication of a stable relationship here. This to me is speaking about passion and something that's quite short term is what I'm getting here. That's the energy I'm picking up for that card, right? So let's see what will be your obstacle in the month of March 2020. We have the Judgment card. So I feel for some of you that what may be the obstacle in regards to the situation is that there could be a lot of judgment. And to me, looking at the Judgment card, this indicates that, you know, for some of you, I'm getting that if you tell family, especially family, about your situation, for instance, if you've broken up with this person, and you know your family, your friends know that you're not together anymore, it's done, it's dusted, right? You may have children with this person, or some of you may not. I feel like I'm connecting to a big group of you that are in your 20s, right? For some of you, I feel like you could be in your late 30s, early 40s, and you're settled already with children. And I feel like both sides of the family know that you're no longer together. But if you were to tell your family and friends that, you know, me and him we're hooking up, or we're still sleeping together, there may be some judgments with your family, right? Your family may be in the energies of wanting you to be in a stable connection, which is, you know, which is good at the end of the day, because your family should want the best for you. And they may judge the situation. You could be in the energy of saying, look, it works for us. But they could be like, are you going to get back together or not? If you're not going to get back together, you might as well just end the thing entirely. Don't be in a cycle with this person because it's going to be ongoing. For some of you, you may feel like being in this cycle in regards to just connecting physically with this individual will lead to both of you getting back together. Okay? And you may feel like this is the only way I can get this person back, right? And your family may, you know, shone a light on that sort of way of thinking that you could be thinking. And there will be judgment upon that way of thinking if you're thinking that way inclined. For others of you, I feel like what the obstacle will be with the Judgment card is that there is some sort of karmatic cycle that you're conjuring up, I should say. The Judgment card to me speaks of karma. It's a very karmatic card for me. And I feel like this card is saying that if you keep doing things the same way you've done them before, you're going to stay trapped in this cycle, whatever that cycle may be. So, because I feel for some of you, there's a going back to a person. There's definitely a going back to a person. And even if you've broken up with a person, there's an urgency of you wanting to reconnect with this person. But this is saying that what may be the obstacle for you is staying on that cycle, not allowing that cycle to play out, because I feel for some of you that there is a cycle that needs to play out, but it's almost like you're preventing the lesson from, you know, you're preventing the lesson from formalizing. You're preventing the cycle from turning. It's being locked, it's being trapped, is that's the right word I can find. And you're not letting the situation play out the way it's supposed to play out, because at the end of the day, I feel like we're all on our own individual spiritual paths, And maybe yourself and this person may have been on this cycle for years now. And this card is saying that if you continue in this way of being, it's going to continue for even more years. And that will lead to being drained emotionally and spiritually drained, right? And at the end of the day, you may not get what you want because you're not allowing a cycle to play out. This is also saying to me that what may be the obstacle for you is, yeah, that's what it's saying to me truly, is not allowing the cycle to manifest in the way it's supposed to manifest. So this could actually mean that during this time, it may require yourself and this person to be in separation. It's almost like you both don't know how to be alone, away from each other, to see how life is away from each other. Not to say you'll never get back with each other, but it's almost saying like, you have to go your individual paths, you have to grow. And by coming back together over and over again, A, may not solve anything. And also B, you're not allowing each other to grow because you're keeping in this stagnant energy. You're not allowing the situation to manifest the way it could. So this to me, Sagittarius, is saying, allow the situation to unfold. Get off that Ferris wheel. Get off that karmatic wheel that you've been on with this person. There's a fear here. There's a fear of, you know, if I don't go back to him or if I don't go back to her, then they may meet someone else and I will lose them forever. And sometimes we meet many soulmates for many different reasons. Sometimes you may have to cross paths with other people when in separation, or if you've broken up with someone, to learn something from them. And if it's meant to be with the person that you've left before, then you'll come back together after learning a lesson from that other person that you met after leaving that individual, if you understand what I mean. Follow me, guys, right? But it's saying that you both are trying to withhold any sort of lesson that needs to be learned. This is saying let the situation play out the way it's supposed to play out, is what I'm saying, right? Because you may then create even more karma for yourself that you may find hard to untangle yourself out of, is what I'm trying to get at. Now, let's see what will be, you know, your blessings for the month of March 2020. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Virgo. I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, what will be your blessings for the month, right? What will help you is taking things slow, analyzing things, right? Be in the energy of, you know, maybe a Taurian. You may have Taurus in your chart. You may have Capricorn in your chart, right? Or Virgo in your chart. And this is saying to, because Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Rods, two opposing energies. Knight of Rods is very, you know, impulsive, very fiery, very seductive as well, but very, you know, he doesn't really wait. He just goes after what he wants, right? I want to get him back. I want to get her back. I'm going to go and get them back. Not really thinking about the consequences. This is saying you need to really take your time and think about what exactly you are doing, right? Be in the energies of the Knight of Pentacles. Is this the person that you see yourself settling down with once again for some of you? Or is this the person, because some of you could be in a connection with someone where it's just on and off. It ended, but you get back together again with the Death card and the Knight of Rods, on and off, right? There is some sort of spiritual tie, I feel, with the Death card. Like this person may entice you energetically, sexually, and you may feel drawn to succumb to this person with the Knight of Rods, right? You may feel like this person's got some sort of powerful hold over you, or you may have some sort of powerful hold over this person. And you may feel like this bond is hard to break, right? Addicted to each other is what I'm getting here. But this is saying to be quite cautious. Be quite cautious with, you know, when you're connecting with this person, I feel. Be quite cautious with if you want to even invest. See how he's holding on to that pentacle? It's almost like he's deliberating. Shall I give my pentacle to this person? Shall I invest in this person? Is this the type of person that I will be happy with if I invest in them? So really think about what you want to invest in and who you want to invest in, right? Is what I'm seeing here. Maybe think about work. Maybe think about projects, right? your investments may need to be elsewhere. Where you need to put your energy in the month of March need to be put elsewhere, is what I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what else we've got. What will help you? Okay, so we've got the Tower card. Now, I did mention that we have the Judgment card, and to me it screams karma, 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 right? Anyone that we have a connection with, right, we have some sort of karmatic lesson to learn from them. And the word karma brings quite a heavy tone, and it makes people think, oh my days, you know, this person's bad for me. No, karma can mean many different things. Like, even our children have brought karma into our life for us to learn something from this life, right? And you know, these, to me, these cards are quite heavy, right? With the Judgment, with the Death card and the Tower card. This is saying to me that you need to allow something to break down in order to rebuild itself again, right? This is Mars for me. This is the Aries card. So I feel like towards the ending of March, you know, you're guided to release something, to allow something to break down, to transform back again, right? With the Judgment card to me speaks about Pluto. Pluto is all about transformation, right? We've got the Judgment card, we've got the Death card. The Death card is the Plutonic card as well, right? Scorpio did belong to the planet Mars, also a planet of action, but it's more so a sign that is all about death and rebirth, and something needed to die, which it did with the Death card. Something needed to end in order for it to transform, but you could be blocking this transformation from occurring by revisiting this situation again and again, and not just you, this person, not allowing it to be freed in order for it to transform again. So this is saying allow the situation to break down in order to transform again. Allow yourself, not to say you need to break down, Sagittarius, but allow yourself to transform, right, to a new way of being, as opposed to being stuck in the same old cycle and doing the same old is what I'm getting here. You need to transform is what I'm seeing. All right. We also have acceptance. Now, this is saying to me that for some of you, there is an ending of a relationship that is still trying to be, you know, maybe it's yourself or this other person. It could be the Sagittarius. You could be connecting with another Sagittarius, but I feel it's your energy. You could be trying to salvage this connection, but not knowing how to salvage this connection, right? This is saying to maybe accept that it has ended in the now, you know, releasing something. Not to say by releasing it, it's going to be left from your life for good. But I definitely feel the sense with the Judgment card and the Tower card that there needs to be some sort of transformation, a transformation within you, within this person. I feel like there needs to be a release. You need to, and I don't like telling people what to do, but there needs to be a release of this situation, because we've got the Tower card, right? Something needs to fall down in order to build back up again. And for some of you, you're not happy in your situation, and you're just thinking of ways that you can, you know, salvage this relationship, get that love back to where it once was. I get that. We've all been there. I've been there, trust me. But this is saying that in order to get the love back to what it once used to be, you need to accept the fact that that old way of being has gone, has died, right? And also this person, for some of you that are still in this connection with this individual and they've changed their way of being, it's almost like they're unrecognizable. You need to accept the new way of this person, of how they are portraying themselves to you and to others. It needs to be an acceptance, right? Let them be. They're on their own spiritual path. Once they, you know, have, you know, mastered up everything they're supposed to master whilst on that spiritual path, once they have learned, what they needed to learn, then they may transform, or they may evolve to a higher version of themselves than before, or they may go back to the way of being which you preferred, but they need to be released in order to do so. And you need to accept that this is the way of being in the now, right? And invest in other things whilst they're doing so, right? Invest in your own transformation, and invest in, you know, other things such as your projects, such as your work, in other people for the time being, is what I'm getting here. We can take a look into the book to see more of what that acceptance card entails. And it says, when I accept myself, I find love. Cherry loves her work as a waitress, but feels that something is missing from her life. She has a boyfriend, yet she senses that he is unfaithful. One day, a customer orders cherry pie. Cherry cuts a slice and sighs to a friend that her life is like the pie. When a slice missing, her friend remarks that maybe Cherry is a heart-shaped pie. Cherry's perspective changes. She leaves her boyfriend and later meets a man who makes her happy. Inspiration. A magical box of self-acceptance appears before you. Your unique qualities resides within. Open it. Are things simple now? Cherry's heart invites you to see yourself as complete as you are. Personal inquiry. Am I assessing myself accurately, or am I distorting my reality in a self-defeating way? Can I simply accept myself? Key ideas. New ways of seeing yourself. Embracing imperfection. Feeling incomplete. Selling yourself short. Keywords. Manifesting. Knowledge and luck. And some of you may be feeling that you're selling yourself short, right? Some of you may feel like you're not really being your true authentic self in regards to this situation, because you feel that you are investing in a situation that may not even lead to anywhere, you know, but you may feel like this is the only way I can salvage this connection. This is the only way I can stay with this person, is what I'm seeing here, right? So let's take another look at the other cards that are here. And we have joy. Beautiful. This is saying to me that once you release, once you accept the situation for what it is, and it will take some time, but I feel like we just had a full moon in Virgo. Maybe during that full moon may be a time of releasing, okay, is what I'm getting here. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart, okay. Being practical, going back to the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a Virgo and a Capricorn. It could be a Taurus as well. And it's about maybe releasing, maybe accepting during the full moon in Virgo, about the way things are, maybe allowing that transformation, maybe letting go a little bit, and you will find joy, because there's a fear of, if I release, I may not find the joy, I may not find the happiness. But being where you are now, I don't feel that you're happy, you know, because you may feel like I'm holding on, but I'm holding on for what? It's better I have them than be without them. But even when I'm with them, I'm not happy. And when I'm not with them, I'm not happy. This is saying that you need to create your own joy. You need to do things that make you happy, that raise your vibrations, right? And once you release, and once you come to the acceptance of the situation, you will find happiness, because you won't have that burden on your shoulder of still being unhappy whilst in that situation, is what I'm getting. Let's take a look at the joy card and let's see what we got. Guys, I know it's easier said than done. We've all been there. You know, when we really love someone and we just find it so hard to let go. But there comes a time when you just have to say to yourself, look, it's either them or me. I've got to save myself, right? If it's meant to be, they're going to come back. If it's not, then I trust that I'm going to meet someone else, right? And I have trust and love in myself that I will be good by myself for the time being, until I heal, until I'm ready for, you know, another connection with someone. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so joy. Let's just jump and see what happens. We don't know much about Dancing Daisy, but we do know that she brings joy wherever she appears. Everyone who sees her becomes happier and more peaceful. Arguments cease as she comes close. People are even healed physically as a result of her presence. No one knows where she came from, and just before the TV crews arrive, she leaves. Inspiration. Dancing Daisy represents a new joyous phase in life and a significant change, such as a move, a new job, or a marriage. This is a moment after the leap. You may not see where you are going, but you will land on your feet. You may not see where you're going, Sagittarius, but you will land on your feet. This is saying that there needs to be a release. There needs to be a transformation of an old way of being, of releasing someone, okay? Of releasing a situation that you know no longer serves you, okay? Because something good is waiting for you, okay? Personal inquiry. What can I do to invite happiness into my life? So you need to think of ways in which you can invite happiness into your life. What have you been putting off, Sagittarius? Are you a creative person? Do you like to paint? Do you like to draw? Do you like to go party? Do you like to dance even in your house, right? Do you like to write songs? Do you like to write stories? Do you like to make clothes? You know, do you like to go to the theater? There's things that you need to do to get back in touch with yourself, okay? Being present is not the same as truly experiencing something. Key ideas. A conduct for joy, detached from joy, higher purpose, profoundly impacting lives, improved health, a birth. Keywords: joy, playfulness, delight. I do definitely feel that if you embody this energy of being joyful, and I know it's easier said than done. We can't just say, oh, I'm going to be happy one day. You've got to create your happiness. You've got to find your happiness. Even, you know, decorating your home. For some of you, painting some sort of beautiful, bright picture that's going to make you feel alive. Exercising, being out in greenery, having taken long walks, going for jogs, drinking more water, eating healthily, hanging around people that are positive, like-minded, spending time with friends and family, listening to positive music, all these type of things that you can do to raise your vibrations. Because once you release what no longer serves you, you will feel that burden lift. It's what I'm getting for you for the month of March. Let's take a look at the outcome. We have the Fool card. For some of you, Aquarius could be of importance to you, but also I'm feeling strongly this is your energy. You're going to go for a transformation this month, Sagittarius, and you're going to feel like a great big weight has been lifted off your shoulder, and you're going to go back to ground zero, starting all over again, feeling free, being in the energies of Aquarius. You may have Aquarius rising or moon or Venus, but being in the energy of Aquarius, right? Going out there, feeling free, feeling non-attached to anything or obligated to anyone, which you did before, because I feel like you was in a situation that clearly made you unhappy, but at the same time you felt obligated. For some of you, it was the ending of maybe, you know, leaving a family home. For some of you, maybe you left a family home and you want to head towards back that family home, you know, because we have the family here and we have the family here. So maybe you left the family home, or maybe, you know, when I say family home as well, you could be in a marriage, or you could simply be living at home. And now it's time to, you set yourself free, and you was clinging on to the old, but now it's time to stand on your own 2 feet, to be in the energy of the Fool, to see what is out there for you, to be optimistic, to invite greatness into your life, and, you know, to feel positive about what's to come. Get a sense, some of you have a Mars in Aquarius also, and Mars is all about action. This is about taking action and not, you know, putting all your eggs into one basket, having that sort of energy of whatever will be, but at the same time, I'm going to try. Being in the energy of the Fool, right? Because the Fool, you know, not to say that you have to go on your journey without planning. You have to plan by all means, but at the end of the day, being optimistic and having, you know, a very good outlook about how things will manifest back into your life. This is about starting all over again, okay? Starting all over again and not feeling guilty about it, putting yourself first. Now, we're going to take a look into how your person feels and thinks about you in the month of March 2020. How does your person feel and think about you in the month of March 2020? How does Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus' person feel and think about them in the month of March 2020, please? Yeah, okay. So we have the 6 of Cups. You could be connecting with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. Someone could be born on the 6th, or someone could be born in June. There could be a Cancer, Gemini cusp. I feel like this person sees you as their soulmate, right? They feel like, you know, for some of you, they feel like you're going to come back anyway. This is what we've got. This is our thing. We break up, we make up, is what I'm seeing here. For some of you, you want a stable relationship with this person, with the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, we saw that card. But this person could be in the energies of knowing that they don't have to give you that, because at the end of the day, they know you're going to come back. For others of you, I feel like this person knows within their heart, despite what's happening, despite the ending that's taking place, that you're my ultimate soulmate. You are the one. This person has a lot of deep love for you. You may have met this person when you were younger than you are now, when you were in high school for some of you. For some of you, I'm getting a sense that, you know, not only are you and this person, not only does this person see you as a soulmate, they see you as a good friend as well. And they feel like, you know, eventually we'll come back together. Even if you're not in that situation whereby you're in this energy of breaking up and making up. I feel for some of you that something has ended, right? It could have been a relationship, a platonic relationship, a relationship that was just on and off, a marriage, a family relationship, but this person holds you dear in their heart. They still have a lot of deep emotions for you. Okay, so how does Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus, this person feel about them in the month of March 2020, please? Okay, so we have the Two of Rods. So this is your energy, Sagittarius. This person feels that they need to make some sort of plan, okay? Or this person feels that you are planning on reconciling with them. Again, this is the energy of the person that feels that we break up, we make up. I don't have to offer anything serious, or things can stay the way it needs to be. This person, for some of you, also feels that they know you love them, but despite this love, you are embarking on your own journey. The Fool. The Fool is someone that is single in some cases, and the Fool is someone that is very independent. So this person is seeing you stand in your power. They're seeing you making plans for your own life, right? They will see you as making plans for yourself and your own life in the month of March, right? So how does Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus, this person, feel and think about them, please? Yeah, so we got the Nine of Swords. So this person, I feel for some of you that by you detaching away from them, the Fool card, by you allowing the Tower moment to play out, it's going to make you be seen in a new light, because again, this person is used to you coming back on and off again. But because you're going to be taking matters into your own hands, because I feel that you will be going through a transformation, it's almost like this person will feel as though they have lost a sense of control now, right? Because you'll be standing in your power. You will have transformed. You would have allowed the karma cycle or karmatic cycle to play out the way it was supposed to play out. And the way I feel that it was supposed to play out is for you to grow. It's for this person to grow. It's for you to both be independent, right? Without relying on each other, knowing that there is still love, but you both have to go your separate ways to learn something from other people, from other connections in some cases, right? Because this person's going to see you as being very independent as opposed to being dependent on them, right? It may lead to a bit of sadness and worry and disarray, okay? For some of you, this person may feel like because they have gone their separate way from you, you are worrying, having anxiety, having sleepless nights, and you're stressing about the situation. This person may also feel for some of you that you need to be more independent. Yes, they will always love you. They may always be there for you. They will hold you dear in their heart, but they may feel like you need to go out there and be more independent and seek your own, your own truth in the world. Seek your own ideas. Create your reality is what I'm getting. But they feel, and they will feel for some of you, that you may feel a level of anxiety by being separated from them is what I'm getting. Let's see what else we've got. What actions will Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person take in regards to Sagittarius for the month of March 2020, please? Okay, so with the Five of Pentacles, you could be dealing with an earth sign, right? I feel like this person may not have any intention of taking action in regards to you. I get a sense that for some of you, this person may want things to be the way it is, i.e., I feel like this person's going through their own spiritual change, and this person may feel like for the time being, we should just go our separate ways. We need to learn lessons elsewhere, apart from each other. I feel like our lessons have been learnt from each other. Now we need to learn them from other people, other experiences. So I get a sense that this person may not want to take any sort of action in regards to you, although they will hold you dear in their heart, right? Because the Five of Pentacles speaks about being left out in the cold. So this person may decide to isolate themselves from you is what I'm getting. Let's take a look. Okay, so what actions will Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, and Venus's person take in the month of March 2020? We've got the Death card again. This person, again, like I mentioned before, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. I feel like, again, this person, the action that they will take is to continue with this transformation that they're experiencing is to, you know, not ignite anything new with you again during this time. Doesn't mean it's going to be the same in April or the rest of the months after that. But I feel like in the now, this person wants things to be, you know, ended between yourself and them, because they realize that they need to transform, they need to grow, which I feel that you will be experiencing the same change as well, but it's allowing that transformation to occur with the Judgment card. That's what blockages, that's in the position of what blockages can be in your way if you don't allow that change. If you resist that change, it's going to prolong the situation, because this person is going through that change and their action is to continue going through that change and to maybe be separated from you or be single is what I'm getting, because they are transforming is what I'm getting. So let's take a look. Last card, please. What actions will Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus's person take in regards to Sagittarius, please, in the month of March 2020? Too much cards fell down. Actions will Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars and Venus's person take in regards to Sagittarius in the month of March 2020, please? Okay. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is indicating to me that the actions that this person would take is that once things have settled, once the dust has settled, once they feel that they've gone through their transformation, they are then willing to work on something with you. Again, going back to the Six of Cups, this person feels like, yes, you are their soulmate, right? This person wants to work on maybe a project with you, or maybe just building up a friendship first and foremostly with you, right? There is love there. But for the you know, first and foremostly, I feel for this person, they're thinking of how can they build their inner strength? How can they work on themselves? How can they be the best version of themselves? It's almost like this person realizes that the energy that they are in now, the energy that you are in now, is not aligned with each other. You both need to grow. You both need to heal. You both need to evolve. Once that evolution has occurred, then they are willing to come back in. Maybe on the 30th for some of you, right? The ending of the month. Okay, but this person is willing to work on something with you, work on something practical with you. They may feel like, you know, we need to be friends again. We need to start off as friends again, or we need to plan something. We need to maybe, you know, there's some sort of joint project that they may want to plan with you. I'm feeling more of a friendship, or maybe you could be both working on something with each other. I feel more so working on a friendship first and foremostly. But this is what I got for you, Sagittarius. So all is not lost, right? So please take care of yourself, and I will speak to you all soon. Peace out.